my house has a septic system, and the way it works is that the sewer comes out of the house into a big tank, and then the heavies stay in there, and then the liquid floats to the top and then goes across into a pump box, and then that gets pumped out to a leach field, and then the water goes out into the field and then drains into the ground. So they put in a waste box in here, and it has a pump box. I know because the electric's right here in this panel, but I don't know where the box is, and I can't have it sucked out. You're supposed to have those things, the sewer tanks, sucked out at least every 5 years. I don't know when the last time it was sucked out is, and I don't know where the box is. They didn't make a manhole cover to the cover of the tank. So basically, I think the box is here because around the other side, back here behind this tree, is a flush out for like a line clean out. And so the tank should be then directly out from that, which would put the tank somewhere right in here. Maybe that's why the grass doesn't grow very good here. I don't know. So we're going to dig this up right here and see if we can't find that tank, and then we'll put a manhole cover in, or I'll have to get a manhole. I'll have to figure all that out, but put a manhole cover in there so that we can get to it, because right now it's kind of a poopy situation. Welcome to my life. So one thing about my machine is you got to be really careful as you drive across the grass. If you turn shoe sharp, it just rips the ground up. It's great in a construction area, but when you're trying to drive across the grass, you got to make these wide turns, and well, so if you're wondering why I'm going crazy and wide, that's why. Alright, so that's the box, but the lid is supposed to be towards the house, or the incoming side, in the center. I think this is the edge, but I hate to get any further over because I'm going to hurt that tree, but I gotta do it. All right, I found the lid. And there's the tank. And she's pretty full, about halfway. I think I'll get her pumped for sure. Yep, woo, stinky. Oh, definitely got to get a manhole cover for that, so I don't have to do this over again. I might just pour one. We'll see. So I definitely found the second tank. That's it. But the door's not on this end. So I don't know. I guess the door's underneath the driveway. That sucks. No access to that, of course. So there you have it. I got 1 to 2 tanks. I guess I'll get the one sucked out, and worst comes worst, I guess I could rent a concrete saw and saw into this end. All right, we need to measure this out so we know what size manhole. If I was to do the circle, it has to be at least 26. For those of you that watch Andrew Cardama on YouTube, don't judge me. I've only been retired for like 7 months. Now, before anybody asks me, yes, I know that I could hook a hose to that saw and it'd be less dusty. By the time I did that, it makes a real mess, and it would have made a mess in that hole, watery mess. I didn't want to get all muddy. And I had to take the saw back, and I was trying to get it back within the hour, which I did. So it was a lot cheaper. The camera got a little dusty. Alright, so I had an old aluminum handle laying around. I think I'm just going to drill it into the concrete here and then make myself a handle. So I can just pull it out that way. These little DeWalt handle drills are alright. They not for big jobs, they don't hammer hard enough, but they do for this stuff like this. Pretty good. Just need to drill these out a little bit, make them bigger, and get around it. All right, that should do it. Now to open the tank. Well, not very full, but it'll be good to get cleaned out. It's got more concrete on top than anything else, but we'll get that suckered out. And she looks pretty good. Well, we cut close to the wall there. All right, now just to get a manhole cover to fit in there and we'll be good to go. All right, so the manhole cover came in, so that's good. There's the base and the lid, and then here's the extension to get it up to the height. I'm putting it a little higher because I'm going to do some landscaping, but that just gives you an idea of what we're going to do here today. Let's go outside and start putting her in. I think I got to dig some more. So this is the kit that I got to put in from our manhole, so I need to raise it up so that I don't have to dig it out again, and that I have an access to, especially the septic tank. So this is the one that I bought for that. It was about a $341 kit from Lowe's. It comes with all different pieces. It actually, you take the lid off permanently, and then you mount this down, and it has seals and all that stuff. Then you can raise it to the height that you need. It has a safety guard that locks in, and then it has the cover that obviously screws down. So we're gonna put that in today. I think that'd be way better. I just lift the lid and you can clean out the septic. You only do it every 5 years or so, 3 to 5 years, whatever. But still, every 3 to 5 years, I don't want to be digging up the front yard, cleaning it off and all that. So we'll put this in today. All right, so here's the bottom ring to my kit that I got. Basically, what you do is you end up removing the concrete block. Won't stay after you put this in. It's got its own self-protection and stuff, which I'll show you later. But I didn't want to dig under this tree, this little bush here in our front yard. We like it. I probably may have to get the excavator off the trailer and all that and push this rock back, but I need to dig that way so that I can put this corner bolt in and get this thing sealed down. Needs to go that way about about a foot, I guess. But I really don't want to tear this bush up, but it may end up having it. The wife won't be happy if I do that, but we'll see. But that's the bottom plate. Once I get it dug out enough, we'll start putting her in while we wait for the sewer sucker today. He should be out this morning. All right, let's get started. It's the next day. I had to wait. I wanted to finish it yesterday, but I had to wait. When they pumped the sewer out, of course the concrete got all wet, and I didn't want to put this stuff down on wet concrete. And so I waited. But Lowe's last night delivered another box, and this should be the cover for this one. Hopefully we got enough room here. Yeah. So she'll fit on just like that. It'll look just like that, but I'm not thrilled to have another box in my yard, but you gotta have one. You gotta have an access. I'm gonna line that one up kind of like that one, just so it kind of flows with that other box. I'll clean the concrete up real quick. We'll seal her down. I've also got a seal for the concrete blocks. There's a little bit of gap around it when I cut it, so we'll get that on there. And then we'll get the dirt back in there. I'm kind of in a hurry at this point because even though it's freezing cold this morning, because it's supposed to storm, and I really don't want any this fill up with mud again. Alright, because this is a sealed off system and we're not going to be using the lid to seal the gases anymore, you got to seal this off. So they give you this butyl rod. It comes with the Areo-Stream package, but basically it goes around here and then you'll take it off, white off once you know where you're going to put it. It's basically tar, is what it is to me, but butyl rod is what it's called, I guess. This will keep the gases from coming around it. And of course you need the ends together to make sure you got a complete loop, because I may need to stretch it a little bit too, huh? Yep. I put it on there too well. Too fat. So let's get this thing stretched out a little bit. It got smashed up in there. There we go. Of course, it's the paper holding this, not really the tar. Makes pretty good guessing. It's kind of like, I like this. You can get the, you know, it was expensive, 340 bucks or something like that. You can get this, the riser for about 20 bucks and the lid for about 20 bucks. The problem is, they only make 24 inches. And my deal here is 26. But with this flat plate that comes with this system, when I take this block off, that block can come all the way out. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's going to be covered. And that's the biggest thing, is to cover it to keep those gases in. Of course, my block isn't that big, but you can see what I'm talking about. So when I pull this off, we'll set her down here, and then we'll go to screw in the sides down. I wish you could smell that. It smells lovely. All right, now we're just going to Tapcon the four corners down. They do give you the Tapcon screws, but I like mine better. So I already have a drill bit and everything for the size that I use, so we'll get that done and get those in. That should do it. Right, much that done fine. There you go. All right, so now that we got that mounted on there, another butyl or tar seal to go around here. We'll cut that off and we'll put the box on top. Probably another seal, the rest of the extension, and then the cap. Now there's also a safety barrier in there. Got a little taller than I needed, I think. So I'm just gonna pull this off. The safety latch fits in the other part. I just lock it down. I need to put a couple screws in there for that. And then I'll just pull this off and put the cap right on top of this. Basically, it was a lot higher than I needed when I measured. I was probably measuring in here somewhere. By the time I bring those cast walls in, this should be pretty good height. And of course I can always add the kit later if I decided to go up another couple more feet, but I think this is gonna be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw in the riser and then put in my safety cap and then screw on the lid. Of course, I had this thing called tape measure. If I had it out here, I'd use it. This is good enough. What a weird system. I love it. The instructions tell you to screw this to the top of the safety lid. I don't know a single plumber or septic guy, sorry, that's gonna read these instructions, but whatever. I'll put it there just because it says so. I'm such a rule follower. So I had the machine tied up. I had some other work that I did for my dad, taking out some trees and bushes, which you'll see later, but of course, it's always on the trailer when I need it off the trailer, and it's always off the trailer when I need it. there's another project in the books. I'm glad to get this one done. We found the tanks. We cut a hole in the tank that we couldn't get access to. We had the tanks pumped out and cleaned. We added the risers on both. And now we're good to go. Put the dirt back in, seeded. I'm glad to get this project done because I like to have my stuff maintained very well. And this gives me access, so now I can take care of it quite often. Well, thanks for joining me on this one. Please go to YouTube and subscribe. Liking it on Facebook is not the same thing, so please help me out if you enjoy my content. All right, take care. On to the next project. Y'all help me out and like and subscribe to my channel, Shots Life, on YouTube.